Here in this community, they're saying we can't get along, but I'm here with a city council member. I just got like 3 questions really to ask you, just bottom of my heart. I'm a U.S. citizen. I pay tax dollars, right?
Yes, sir.
And we see the difference between eye to eye sanctuary cities policies, right? So are you in favor of having a person you don't know who might be a child molester, convicted pedophile, rapist, living within my community, which, again, I know you came to my country for a better, but do it the right way. We got policies that are set in place that protect those people, that are not letting federal, how can I say it, the federal investigators do their job. Meaning, what I heard from certain people in county legislators, the county jail and our state prisons have worked with worked with ICE to get these people out of our country. Again, there are policies that people set in place. Again, I'm a taxpayer of this country, man. I had ancestors that died in this land. I can't go to the U.S. government and say, yo, U.S. government, give me something for free. I had to work from the bootstraps to get mine. Why is it somebody that can come into my land, that I pay taxes on, that can come in and just get anything that they want? That they steal from our community. That you look at Minnesota, they say that Minnesota's old. That kid Nick Shirley was over there just doing that for what? Now he discovered something. So take a walk.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I think a couple things. One, there's a lot of misnomers, in my opinion, of things that you just said. You know, I think this narrative that everyone who's come to this country is, you know, rapist or whatever you said, is a false narrative. I also think that there are many people who have come to this country with asylum status or other pending status that came the right way. They came across the border the right way, got permission from the government to do so. And those individuals have the right to be here by law. And I think what's happening, unfortunately, is we have a situation right now where people are putting this issue front and center and then putting communities against each other, when I don't think there's anyone in any community that would say they want someone who is doing wrong.
But again,
to be. Let me finish if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
To somehow get some special treatment or benefit, or be allowed to be here in a way that that breaks the law.
So the White House has communicated with the city officials time after time again. Comply with federal law.
City policy, sure.
Let's get these people out. You have heard me come to city council and gave names and photos. There's photos that I've sent you. And I'm going to send you again.
Okay.
Of these people west of here. They have picked up so many bad people. They're not just going out targeting people.
I disagree, because I know many families who have been targeted who are here the right way, who have either pending asylum status or are working on various forms of status, that have temporary protected status, that are here the right way, that did all the right things, took all the right steps that the government said, this is what you do if you want to be here. And then all of a sudden there's a flip of the script and there's an aggressive approach towards those individuals.
But the aggressive approach comes from two. Again, as an American citizen, you had a long time to get your stuff together. Again. Some people have been here 20 years, 30 years.
I'm sure there's examples.
You had time to get together.
Examples of people that
But again, I'm not in favor of separating families at all.
Okay.
I'm in favor of legal migration, meaning like this. Would you want somebody to come in through your front door or the back door of your house? Like this. Would you want your guests to come in through the back door? Do you know who their guests are?
Well, you have to understand what happens at the border. And I think that's where a lot of the misnomers come. Because people do come through the front door.
And what happens?
What happens is they get assigned essentially someone
asylum number and all.
Someone says, I'd like to seek asylum in the United States of America. Government lets them in. Government says, okay, you have a quote unquote pending order for dismissal the moment you walk in. So if you do something, we can take you out. But you can be in this country, and there's a process now towards either getting asylum or getting longer term in citizenship. But a lot of the people that have come to this country, especially in the last couple of years, have come either by way of temporary protected status because they're leaving or fleeing a dangerous situation. The government says certain countries, we're going to allow you to come in. Or they came across with asylum, asking for asylum status, and they started this process. So
Gotcha.
it's not as open and shut as. I think the problem is that everyone's getting lumped into this wide conversation about the rhetoric that immigrants are somehow more dangerous than anyone else. When you look at the data, it doesn't say that.
But the same thing like this, right? So we out here championing for them, right? Why we not championing for the poverty and destruction that's going on in my communities? No. You listen. You are the only one. You, Lachey, you know what I'm saying? Are the only ones again that want to talk about this issue again. Why can't my people again? Me and you who pay taxes into this system that's supposed to work for me. I can't go over to DSS and get food stamps, and I know I need food. But they'll give it to anybody else that come into this nation. Once again, I back that back again. I back my speech up again. Sure. Because when you look at the data, who gets food stamps more than African Americans? Nobody else that come in, man. You can look this up, the state facts.
Right, and I think
my brothers and sisters, we can't get houses, cell phone, free car, new credit when you come into the land. My credit already shot when it's at like 6 years old, bro. Because somebody, my mama or my grandmama might have used my name for RG&E or something. Because my family had to survive. Why my family can't get a business like everybody else's? Why you represent Section 7, right? Why Joseph Avenue been looking the same for the same 70 years? Ask that same question. I asked the same question. Y'all keep wanting me to vote Democrat, right? But again,
vote your heart.
My heart, right? My heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been voting Democrat for the last 20 years, right? 30 years since I've been able to vote. What results have gotten in my community? Higher incarceration rates. The graduation rate in the RCSDs, it's staggering numbers. It's still the same. I have a mayor that served me as a school board member, and that is the mayor of my city that failed me as a school board member. Failed others as a school board member. But now we grant you position and power as a mayor, you get it. Your growth went up $1.41 million. Why is come on, you a banker, I know all of that, but come on, man, where we getting kickbacks at? Who getting rich? Who getting rich while the poor getting poorer? It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm still riding around in a bucket. Well, let me tell you the next questions. Well, the next questions, I'm going to be rising to the mayor again. Why is there more poverty out here? You're the only one that's addressing the homelessness situation.
You got a lot of work to do.
Why we ain't got a lot of homes? Why the same problems that been going on since the 90s? Why the same problems that's going on since the 90s still going on today?
Well, I think it's complicated, but to your point, we have a lot of work to do, and I'm not afraid of having any conversations that will help us advance the community. And I will point you though, not in my city council hat, but I've spent a lot of time working on a lot of the issues in North Glen Avenue, Conkey Avenue area.
So I grew up at.
And I think we made progress. We still got more work to do.
Let me say it like this: from the time I grew up, you cleaned that area up. You don't see open drug activity like you used to see. You don't see the gang violence that you used to see. You don't see. Remember how you used to see people all in the corners every. Conkey Avenue, you built a park in that neighborhood that transformed that neighborhood. I remember the neighborhood used to look like crap. Again, if I wanted to bring business and life back to the city and invest business and life back into the city and have people come to the city, right, and want to bring their families here, right? Why would I want to bring my families here if I don't have a downtown that's invested and looks like its people, a reflection of its people? Again, when our mayor, we the people, right? We pay taxes, we voted for you, right? Why we can't go to your office and talk to you one-on-one? It's always, we